go again. Hello, my name is Maylee Turner and I'm a senior in high school, and this is my application for the International Skills Diploma Seal. So to begin with my classes, I am a senior in the International Baccalaureate program at Campbell High School, and International Baccalaureate is a worldwide program that aims to present rigor as well as an international global perspective to all students to grasp a better understanding of how the world works around us. And in the middle, you can see a picture of some of my classmates and I studying Spanish 5, and this was a presentation after we had studied telenovela that we had watched throughout the semester. And in this class, I was able to be immersed into a completely authentic Spanish-speaking environment, only speaking the language of Spanish from Spanish 2 all the way up to 6, which I'm enrolled in currently. And in this process, I was able to obtain fluidity in the language, learn a lot about the culture, including food, different dialects in different regions, including Argentina, Mexico, Spain, etc., and was able to learn to love the language and the culture in all. And additionally, to the right is A Doll's House by Henrik Ibsen, who's a Norwegian playwright. And A Doll's House is a play that I studied in HL/IB literature in year 12. And it is about the role of women in society during the late 1800s. And this book was able to broaden my perspective on the issues of women in society, not only in the United States, in which I am living, but also everywhere in that time period. And so learning about A Doll's House and many other foreign books was very impactful. Some others included Ficciones by Borges, which was a book about curated by a Hispanic playwright and author, which I was able to combine the aspects of learning about Borges in Spanish class as well as literature, which was a very big aspect of IB, in that it wants to increase international recognition of authors. And the last book that I would like to talk about is Madame Bovary, which is a French book, and it addresses a similar issue of women's roles in society in France, and it is similar to A Doll's House, but I was able to read this book in HL/IB Literature 11. And then next, this is a slide about my travel. I was able to go to Italy in February of 2023, and I traveled to Venice, Florence, and Rome with a lot of my friends in my class. And in this experience, I was able to see the Colosseum, the Vatican, many churches, a lot of architecture, many sculptures, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and I was able to try a lot of authentic food. And in this trip, this was my first trip out of the country, so I was able to get an idea of what life is like outside of the United States. And this was extremely beneficial in opening my eyes to the world of history and architecture in other countries and seeing the beauty of everything outside of my bubble in the United States. And my favorite part about this was undoubtedly being able to try authentic Italian food, including cacio e pepe and margherita pizza. This was a lot of fun. And I loved going to the Vatican because just seeing the authentic architecture and the history that was so rich within all of this area was absolutely life-changing. And lastly, I would like to talk about my extracurriculars. I am a member of the National Spanish Honor Society, and this also correlates to the international aspects of the program in that I'm heavily involved in obviously Spanish class, but also extracurriculars that continue this outside of Spanish class. And so I have been tutoring freshmen, sophomores, and juniors for the past 2 years since I was a junior. And in this, I have been able to teach them effective studying methods and suggested songs, movies, and other things to immerse them more into the Spanish culture to help them learn the language more effectively. And then above is a picture of me volunteering at the IB leadership team event for the IB medal ceremony for seniors. This is when I was a junior, and I'm seen with one of the seniors graduating. I was able to volunteer through the leadership team and help them earn their IB medals. But in total, I would say being in the International Baccalaureate program at my high school has undoubtedly given me international connections that I would not have had anywhere else, and I am very grateful for that. How do we stop it?
You like stop share. And then you stop the recording.